Oh, this is an oldie. Okay. Farrell and Farrell, huh? Wow. That's classic. Probably like saw them in concert in the early '80s with Reb. Oh yeah, husband and wife team. Angela in Cranberry Township, Butler County. Becky, what's going on? I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in Lidditz. Come, Elmer, love you, brother. Denise, great to see you down south. I appreciate Rachel. What's Vicky in Northampton? Thanks for tuning in also earlier. Lane, great to see you. Crystal, I hope you're doing all right. Been one heck of a year. Kelly in Waynesboro. Monica, Bonnie will see us in Bedford. Nothing. Paulette, I'm just starting. You're good. Dad missed me in Stokes Day. It's a good time. Kelly, I'll tell you in a second. Susan from Center County in the house. Middle of the minute. John Marconi, what's up, Paisan? Huh, commercials. Max from Westmoreland and Ann, howdy. Ann Murphy, what's up? Robin in Charleston, but from Beaver County. That's fantastic. Lisa wants to know where the governor's run announcement's going to be. That's a well, Matthew Ward's first album, but they don't have. I had that one called "The Angels on the Stage." That's bringing me back. Okay, I'll stop reminiscing. Good to see you guys. Okay, so had a couple lives today. Hopefully, our guys were able to tune in. One was the allergies are rough. So this, aren't they really tough this week? Wow, it's really bad. I don't think I had it this bad like since Fort Stewart, Georgia. All those pine trees just thick with yellow dust. When I was stationed with Rock of the Marne, 3rd Infantry Division down there. But it's bad. This is on par with that. So I hope everyone's doing okay. Had a live, of course, with Christina Bobb on One America News. She did it live in Arizona where they're doing an audit. And the reason why that audit's happening is because of our hearing in Gettysburg last November. Everyone was bailing, and we did the hearing, and everyone started taking another hard look again. So anyway, and then did a live with Matt Bellis at Reopen. Allergies are bad, and I'm going to keep this short here, 5 minutes or so. The ballot questions. Yeah, Angela, the pollen is crazy. Ann Murphy agrees allergies are terrible. It's really bad. Hey, yeah, isn't there a press conference now? Lisa White agrees. Oh, Diane, Zyrtec's not helping me. I tried it. Okay, ballot questions 18 May. Please consider voting yes on 1 and 2. We'll talk freely in this page. Number 1 says the General Assembly, the House and Senate, we can end an emergency. And number 2 limits the powers to 3 weeks. Okay, on the other side, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. in Lidditz, northern part of Lancaster County, not too far from Fort Indian Town Gap. We will be doing a screening of The Great Suppression tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Come on out at the Penn Cinema. It's under the events link or tab on this Facebook page. The YouTubers are going to have to hop over to Facebook to get the address, but you could Google it. The Penn Cinema in Lidditz, 6:30. I'll be speaking. Kathy Barnett, myself, and I think there's others. Can barely keep track of my own schedule. So hope to see you tomorrow night. There's more events coming up, and lots of opportunities. We will be in a good chunk of the state the next 2 weeks. Need to get out to the Southwest. That's not the closest we're going to be is Bedford right now. Hopefully, but we will not have a scheduling conflict. We'll see. Got something big coming up. We're going to have a fundraiser here in Chambersburg. If you could block Saturday, 15 May, 10 to noon, outside of Chambersburg. And I'd appreciate it if you consider coming out and being part of our fundraiser. I'm waiting to get confirmation, but we have an outstanding guest speaker coming out to support the event. One of 45's confidants. So block 15th May, Saturday 15 May, 10 to noon for a fantastic event. There'll be 2 sections to it. There'll be, kind of a general admission where you can hear the speaker. And just pray the schedule stay good, because obviously you get a high player like that, things could change. And then we'll have a VIP event, which is a little pricey, but it is a fundraiser, and so keeping the price low on a general admission so anybody can come, really. Be $50 a pop there. They come in and be part of it. But the VIP event will be a little expensive, but does help the greater cause. Our guest is not charging me anything to do this. It's a good man, but I'll confirm once I hear back. He's very enthusiastic, so please consider joining us on Saturday, 15 May for a fundraiser, 10 to noon. Down here in Franklin County, it'll be north of Chambersburg. So yes, it'd be worth your time. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then that night, Saturday, May 15th, we head up to the Northeast to Newfoundland. The screening of The Great Suppression. Busy. And so much going on. So with that, I'm going to head on out of here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We had a fantastic session yesterday. Ran 6 great, beautiful bills out of my committee yesterday, designed to reduce bureaucracy, reduce red tape. Sadly, it was along party lines, 7-3. I don't know why it's not unanimous, but that's fine. People can vote the way they want, but making life more bearable for all people, especially the working class men and women of the state here, should be unanimous. But we got them moved. I think 3 or 4 of the bills were authored by Senator Kristen Phillips Hill, one by Senator Brooks, one by Senator Yaw, and one by Senator John DeSanto. So that would be 3 from Kristen Phillips Hill and 3 from 1 each for the others. So thanks for tuning in. Allergies are really bad. Walk is free, people, but man, walking outside right now. Yeah, I love the great outdoors, but I guess the next week or 2 is going to be kind of rough on those of us that, have these spring allergies. Wow. Thank you. So, Bill, we will post all that once I get confirmation from the speaker. Jed, yeah, I hear you, man. And Barb from Franklin County, good to see you. Barb Gerhardt. And that's that. Thanks again for tuning in. Yes, Dar, things are really moving fast and great things are happening. And there's some things lining up that I can't talk about right now. Gil. So, what is it, a week or two ago, I talked about the need that we have to constantly, fundraise, something I really don't like to do. I have to do it. I'm not very good at it. So, but some of our friends also did an excellent lives, about Rebbe and I. And Gil was very generous, extremely generous. So thank you. So please do consider always. I think another email went out today. I do apologize. We have one email list. It's growing, obviously, but I know you're getting hit a lot. Just if you've given and you don't want to give anymore, just delete them. But don't be angry at me. Maybe better yet than deleting it, forward that to somebody you think that would be part of our team, part of our vision, would want somebody like me to potentially run for higher office. You guys hopefully got a chance to watch my live from Berks County out there at Stokesay Castle in Reading. And it's a really nice place, really to remind me of Germany. Excellent host. Senator Argo was very gracious. He is an American hero. What I said about him on the live, on the stage, is true. He is a hero. He's a great man. This past year, he's really stepped up. And we only were able to do that hearing because of him. 90 seconds after me asking, he said, "Yes, Doug, I'll do it. No problem." I mean, I don't think anyone else in the Senate would have agreed so quickly. Show me the list of witnesses you'll bring in. What is your approach and design? Yes, Doug, I'll do it. So anyway, sadly, the folks had to sit through campaign speeches from several folks, several people that are running for U.S. Senate and the governor's seat. And that is so painful sitting through those. Oh my gosh, especially when other candidates steal your own remarks. I mean, I'm sitting right. This is not uncommon. Politicians might be nice people. Not all of them are, but most are, or many are. But it's like this much depth. And so you guys have heard my very historic and well thought out. It's the place of liberty in 1776, where the light was lit. A new birth of freedom in 1863, and then of course in 2001, Todd Beamer, let's roll. I could not believe just a few days before that one individual, heard me give those remarks and almost verbatim. I'm like, dude, really? I mean, at least that's why you heard me make some kind of odd comment saying, and I hate sharing these ideas with you because I know some of the folks out there will steal the ideas. I mean, it kind of reminds me of I had a plagiarism case at the work college. I'm reading one person's paper, and I'm like, wow, this concept is absolutely brilliant. And like, I was really impressed by it. And I'm like, wait a second, this is mine. The student copied and pasted one of my strategic constructs and put it in his paper as if it was his words. So think about that. I had this construct called the Putin's strategy of ambiguity, how he uses deceit and what have you, like in Ukraine, to advance the Russian agenda beyond the borders. And anyway, imagine now being a student and you have your professor's academic works in front of you. And instead of putting a quotation, this is, and as Colonel Mastriano wrote, I'd be like, wow, this is fantastic. The guy's quoting me. But instead of putting it in quotes and giving me attribution, the dude took it at his own work. I'm like, I contacted him that night and said, you need to come and see me first thing in the morning. This is a career-ending thing for an American officer. And so I had trouble not laughing. I always try to be very stern. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to use this guy's name, but I'm like, dude, you just must be outright stupid. Here you are, you're taking my work and pasting it into your paper as your own. I mean, what kind of dope does that? The dude said, "I'm so sorry," tears. Yeah, I guess I'm too nice and to give him a second chance. And that's just dumb. Anyway, that's what I felt like, when that one candidate, he stood up there and not only to use some of my remarks, he also used some of Kathy Barnett's remarks. She was at the same event as I was a few days before. I'm like, dude, come up with your own original thought. Cherry pick. Oh, I like that. I like that. And no shame. That speaks volumes of a lack of character. And although seems like a decent person, cannot recommend, cannot support. Absolutely not. I've seen this before though. Before more amateurs. I mean, this guy's been around before. Amateurs. I've been in some races. Some people run Ross like, oh my gosh. And I was literally sitting next to the podium where this one dude started using all my quotes. I was literally threw my papers down, banged the table. The guy started stuttering. So at least he knew he was guilty. But this guy here, I was like, oh crap. Really, really don't like politicians and politics. Plagiarism, yes. Oh well. Yeah, that was something. You would have known it. Anyone who's watched, 2 or 3 of my speeches, you know my historical linkage of Pennsylvania, why Pennsylvania is so important. Mine were the Keystone State. The dude just took it. Anyway, I did say I was going to leave long ago. Thank you, my friends. In lieu of a live, instead of a live, I'll do a tomorrow from here. I'll do it live from Lidditz when I'm speaking. Thank you, Diana. Yes, do research who you were voting for. Thank you, Pagan. You're awesome. Yeah, Sharon. So this person thinks they could be a federal senator and hold a line in Washington D.C. for you. If they're gonna steal other people's remarks, so blatantly, so shamelessly in front of the people there, like Kathy Barnett and myself, I mean, it speaks volumes of a severe flaw. Now, look, I do not stand in judgment of any person. I have so many struggles and sins that I deal with, so many shortcomings. So don't take me the wrong way. But could you imagine you're at an event, you've given a speech, this cat heard you, and the dude stands up and basically quotes you without giving you credit for it, and wants people to vote for him. It's like, anyway, Rachel, yeah, okay. You could be our camera person. Thank you for that. I'll definitely need that. Might have you walk around the room, in the lead up to it and talk to people, and we'll see. Anyway, thank you, Jackie. You've been holding a line. I know there's lots of knuckleheads that are believing lies out your way, and it's funny. A lot of the whole story of the hearing, was not public knowledge, and I did describe. Jackie, I hope you're still on. This is for you. I did describe how the hearing began. It was working together with Trump's team. So one of the leaders in the Reading area of Pennsylvania, had heard some of the lies perpetuated by the Buckaroo. That the hearing was a joke, basically, and then they heard the truth. The guy called up his local senator and said, "You mean to tell me that the Trump team, has fully supported that hearing?" Yeah, of course, Donald Trump called in. Jenna Ellis is there. Rudy Giuliani is there. For anyone to believe a lying, I want to be kind, somebody being deceitful, I mean, it's just nonsense. I don't know why Republicans were so busy chewing and chopping each other up. It says in that Romans chapter 16, should have brought tea down. Mark those that cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine that you have learned, and avoid them. So mark those who cause divisions and avoid them. For they that are such serve not our Lord Jesus Christ, but their own bellies, and who with good words and fair speeches deceive the heart of the simple. And that's exactly what we're seeing going. And that's why I get a bit aggravated when I keep on being asked about the lies from this person that still lives with mom. I'm like, seriously? Anyway, we've been together the past year, and there's any question about our integrity and what we're about. And it's a darn shame that people seem to be so gullible. But with you, my heart is full. I'm thankful for you guys. And Rebbe and I are blessed by your friendship and by you holding the line in spite of the lies and deceit. Now, the hit piece out of New York City, I think, is going to come out this weekend. So brace yourselves. I did they gave me the author and their fact checker. Just were stupid, idiotic nonsense. I'm reading these not even questions, many more assertions, and at least half of them were just outright fabrications. And I was a bit terse in my reply, but I hope that the author is obviously very left. If you go through her Twitter page, very left. I'm not going to get a fair shake. And I told her that. I said, I know you're not going to be a fair shake. I'm looking at your Twitter feed, Obviously, you lean extremely left, but I hope you'll see beyond your cognitive bias and seek truth, despite your political proclivities. But it ain't going to happen. I will be so pleasantly surprised. But anyway, just brace yourself and remember to consider the source. I do have screenshots of her stuff, so we could put it out there and say, But I hate to give her more attention than she deserves. But attacking Senator Mastriano from New York City, what are you afraid of? I'm really not that interesting of a person, to be honest. So thank you, Lisa. Yeah, just weird stuff going on out there. Stuff that I haven't even provoked. But anyway, we're seeing lots of breakthroughs though. We're thankful. For months and months and months, it was just a lot of bad news, and now we're seeing God turning the tide. So stay the course. It's gonna be okay. We got through the past year. We'll get past the next few months. Thank you, my friends. God bless you guys. And Paulette, you're right. That hearing was commendable because all the other states got on board. They were all quitting. Michigan was turning it off. Georgia turned it off. Arizona was quitting. Everyone was throwing in the towel because of the pressure from the press. And then in Gettysburg on that one day in November, it did change. Did change everything. And the fact that we have a proper audit going on in Arizona is because of Pennsylvania and that hearing. And I guess that's why there's so much loathing by the left. I don't know. Just really not happy people. Thank you, my friends. Talk to you mañana. Hopefully see most of you at Lidditz. There's room for several hundred people. Shut that one off. And now this one. See